Welcome to the program. Our sign language interpreter at the bottom end of your screen is William Sila. Sila, thank you. Tonight, Kenya could be staring at an uncertain future after the Kenyan opposition under the National Super Alliance formally moved to the High Court, challenging their word of the 2.5 billion shilling ballot paper printing tender to Dubai-based firm Ghurair. NASA moved to court even as Chief Justice David Maraga declared in Homa Bay that the August general election will not be postponed. Our senior political affairs reporter Chris Thairo begins our bulletin tonight.
With just hours to the commencement of the printing of 120 million ballot papers for the August 8th elections by the Dubai-based Ghurair company, the standoff over the award of 2.5 billion shillings tender has now taken a turn into the corridors of justice. In a petition filed under certificate of urgency, the National Super Alliance has asked the High Court to block Ghurair from printing any ballot papers, pending hearing and conclusion of a NASA case against IEBC's choice of the Dubai company. In the suit, NASA claims that the Ghurair firm is linked to the Kenyatta family and could print excess ballot papers to favor the ruling Jubilee government during the August polls.
Wanasukuma tu mpaka muende Dubai. Mpaka tuende Dubai. Nasema hatuendi Dubai. Sisi turudi Misri. Tunaenda Kanani.
Hata wakitaka kupatia kampuni ya Spectre ya Raila Odinga wapatie, sisi tutashinda uchaguzi.
But we also know that the leader of NASA met another print media house called Pearl Media Limited in South Africa, which is why we are saying the two of them may have committed electoral malpractice, which IEBC should be able to investigate.
But speaking in Homa Bay County, the Chief Justice David Maraga threw a spanner in the works, assuring the IEBC that no cases filed now or later will be a stumbling block for Kenyans to participate in the coming election on the 8th of August.
At least 45 days from the date of election, the IEBC should have the entire list so that they can print the ballot papers. There is no question of us not holding a general election on 8th of August.
The electoral body IEBC has remained adamant against any plans to revoke the tender on grounds that it will greatly affect the election timeline. The company was to begin printing the rest of the ballot papers from Friday, save for the presidential ones, whose printing was slated to begin on the 18th of next month.
It's only company we came up with which can do that process. We didn't want to have a split tender where you have 3-4 companies printing ballot papers for elections in this country, because that is a recipe for rigging.
Let us all know that we have a country. Elections come and go, but we have a country which we must keep together.
And now Third Way Alliance presidential candidate Dr. Ikuru Okot says he too will be seeking to be enjoined in the case, accusing IEBC of being rigid in their approach to the standoff and rejecting alternative proposals.
Remove the presidential ballot papers printing from Ghurair, give it to another independent firm, and there are many. In Kenya here, we can print them under the supervision of all political parties.
But constitutional lawyer George Kithi argues that moving to court was the best option for both the opposition and the IEBC, since in case the tender is cancelled, the Dubai-based company will not sue any sides for damages.
The company may easily have procured and secured the materials for printing and therefore incurred certain costs. So the only way that that can be done is when the tender is cancelled through a court process.
With 3 other presidential candidates seeking to be enjoined in that petition, all eyes will be in the judiciary in the coming weeks, given that the opposition is determined